I've been speaking to a lot of people, and everybody kept telling me, Loreta, you should share your story, you should share your story. And I've always sort of kept it closed off. But I figured, you know what? In this day and age, what connects the audience to a person or people that they want to work with is their story. So that's my attempt in sort of bridging that connection with companies and individuals. The story that I would like to start with goes way back to 2000, year 2000, 1999, when I started my journalism and news anchoring career back in Lithuania, in my home country. I did not know what I was doing, and there was nobody really guiding me through the process of what it makes a good news anchor. I learned everything from observation, from listening, and sort of observing the environment and adapting intuitively myself to develop those skills. One of the lessons that was like a light bulb moment for me was when I was invited to host a docuseries show, and I was stepping into really big shoes at that time. You know, the lady who was hosting that show was the brand of those docuseries. You know, everything was surrounded around her as the pillar. And when she stepped down and I was invited to kind of step into that role as a program host, I thought, okay, I now have to be like her because that's what audience relates to. And probably half a year in, I realized this is not going to work. Nobody told me that I don't have to be like her. Literally, nobody told me. I was trying to sound like her. I was trying to look like her. It was miserable. It was so embarrassing now that I look back. And I wish somebody just told me, Loreta, just be you. Find your own voice. There was no on-camera coaches back then, in the video in TV world, I guess, in Lithuania. Maybe there are some right now, but when I was stepping into this world, there was nobody coaching me how to be good on camera. There was nobody telling me this is what you need to do to find yourself, your own authenticity, and how to express it. So everything was learned through mistakes, through trial and error. I realized at that point in time, okay, first of all, this show is not for me. I will never be able to drive it the way this other person was driving it. And I went back into the news world where it was a little bit more of my dynamics, more of my pace, where I wanted to be. And at that point in time is where I said, okay, I have to figure out how to be me. And it took me probably about 1.5 years to get to that point. But I got there, and that learning experience is what I bring to the table when I work with executives, with company leaders, founders, who really need to elevate their presence in front of camera or on stage and be more effective communicators with their employees or with media or whichever platform they choose to communicate through. And for me, coming from the environment of working in front of camera and behind the camera, I've just learned intuitively that camera lens will never lie. And it will always pick up on the nuances that are not necessarily visible in real life, you know, when you speak to people. But on camera, it is just something magical happens on camera when it's just there. You know, people will feel it. Whenever I coach people on camera, my ultimate goal is for them to find their own voice, for them to look like they look in person, for them to sound like they sound in real life. I encourage all the executives and company leaders to really master the skill of improving the presence on camera and being effective in the communication through the lens, which then translates obviously into other platforms as well. So just wanted to share that story. Just wanted to let you know where I come from, and it gives a little bit of that background as to why I'm doing what I'm doing.